What is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans? I am back with another video. Now, let me just start off saying what a win. The 20 SEC game losing streak is over. It is an incredible feeling, I'm sure, for all Razorback fans and for other SEC fans that have watched this. I'm sure they felt some glad for us just to see, because nobody really wants to go through that. So I'm sure for like LSU and Ole Miss fans, I'm sure they really enjoyed that. Now, let's just continue right into the video. What a amazing win last weekend. The defense played incredible. I haven't seen this type of defense play since 2014. We lead all kind of stats in the SEC right now in defense, and for offense, it has much improved since last week. I know Felipe had an incredible game, two or three touchdowns. I'm not for sure. Let me check. He had 2 touchdowns and then over 200 passing yards. Just an incredible game for him, and just an incredible win for us and the whole state of Arkansas. Now, continuing, and I want to get into the stats part. Frank's, not for this past game, but for this season, 39 for 64, 412 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And for Bo Nix, 37 for 67, 410 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And it's pretty equal stats. So the quarterbacks, when you look at the stats, it's pretty equal. Now people may be like, oh, Bo Nix is a top 5 quarterback. Oh, Felipe is this spot, whatever. But when you look at the stats, they seem pretty equivalent. And then I want to say probably one of the best backups in the SEC right now for running backs, backup running backs in the SEC right now. Traylon Smith, 20 carries, 86 yards. That's almost 4 yards a carry. And then for Bigsby, I know Auburn had a transfer that was a running back this week, but I don't know if it was him. I could be wrong, though, and he had 14 carries, 46 yards. And then going into receiving, Devion Warren, 5 receptions, 128 yards, 1 touchdown, and that's on the season. I don't even know if he got a catch last week, and I think that was just all last game, which is incredible. And then Williams for Auburn, 9 receptions, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, we are going against Auburn this week. It's going to have a lot of rain, I know, because of Hurricane Delta. So expect a lot of running. Rakeem Boyd and Traylon Smith, 2 of our best players on our offense, were injured last week, but they both will be back coming into this week. And I expect a big game from both of them. More of a bigger game from Rakeem, though, because he's going to be probably getting the ball, I would say, at least 30 plus times, because it's going to be a very rainy game. And now going into the other parts, 10.9% chance to win, a 46 over-under, and a 13.5 spread. Now, you would think with the spread, it keeps going down. It started at 16 and went to 13. You would think with a 13-point spread, you would think the chance would be higher, like at least 20, 30. Now, for me personally, like I probably would have put it at 30, but I could be wrong, though. And it's going to be a very close game. I feel like our players are going to play the hardest, I guarantee you, out of any season. Because Chad Morris was a part of that 14 games that he lost in the SEC, I believe, as how much it was. It's just such a horrible feeling to lose, and those players had to go through it that were still here, and there's a lot of players that had to go through that or were recruited by Chad that are still here as well. And I saw a thing that one of the players for Auburn said, this is a personal game for Chad Morris this week. We're playing this one for him, which blows my mind. I talked about this in one of my group chats I'm in. How are you going to win 4 games in your total 2 years at Arkansas and take $10 million from us and say it's personal? Out of anything, it's personal for us. It makes no sense. So I guarantee you our players are going to play the hardest out of any game. They probably even played in their lives, I could say, against Chad Morris. And I guess the Auburn players are going to be playing for Chad as well, which makes no sense. Now, for prediction-wise, it's going to be a very low-scoring game. I think both teams will probably be held. I don't think either team is going to score probably 30-plus points. So I would say for my prediction, now last week I said we were going to lose, and I was wrong, and hopefully I am this week, but sadly I'm going to have to go with Auburn taking the W at home, 24-0, in a very close final game. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching and sticking to the end of the video. If you haven't, go ahead and like. A like is always appreciated, and especially as a sub. And I always love to hear you guys' comments about my video or your predictions for this week. So if you could go ahead and comment, I would love to hear you guys' responses. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and go Hawks.